for fast, cheap, and reliable Madden 25 Ultimate Team coins, make sure you guys go check out my sponsor Z2U, link in the description. Yo, what's good? I'm Fire here, back with another video, and today we're going to be hopping into another defense in college football 25. Now, I'll just start off by addressing why I haven't been posting as much. Recently, I did get COVID, so my voice has been really shot. I haven't been able to really talk, and yeah, we're trying it out today. Gonna do a short little video, and yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking with me. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So we're going to be in a cool, unique formation that I actually haven't really talked about. I honestly haven't seen too much of. It's going to be the nickel 3-3-5 3-high formation. Kind of a tongue twister there. But in this formation, we got very unique look. We got 3 down linemen, obviously 3 linebackers, and then there are 5 DBs, hence the 3-3-5. But they are in kind of unique spacing, and we're going to take advantage of that today. Now, the play we're going to be running is going to be cover 4 quarters on the left-hand side. Obviously, you have cover 4 palms as well. You do have a cover 4 drop on the right there, and cover 6. So there's a lot of interesting stuff in this formation. If you guys want to see more out of this, definitely let me know down below. Now, personnel-wise, you are stuck with the linebackers here. That's perfectly fine as long as you get some athletic guys. We are more than okay with doing that. Now, offensively, do we have a bunch? We do not. We have a tight slots and a tight. We'll go with probably the tight slots halfback week. Anyways, so it's going to be kind of an interesting way to do things because I'll kind of explain why we'll do things the way we are. But the first thing you're going to want to do is press. Now, pressing, you see, is going to bring down the corners. It's also going to spread out the safeties a little bit. So positioning-wise, that is perfectly okay. That's kind of what we want. Now, I don't like the linebackers being in those positions. Are they fine there? They are. But generally speaking, I like to use this safety, and I like to have a 4th rusher. Now, if you are facing a mobile QB like a Jalen Milroe, maybe a Dylan Gabriel, some of these scrambling Jalen Daniels, some of these QBs that really run and kill you, you could leave the spy here. I don't hate that. But what you notice I did is I did pinch my D-line and I slanted inside. That's going to be key to get those good block sheds. Now, I do like to move those linebackers in a little bit more tight. If you pinch the linebackers, it only actually brings these guys down, which this positioning is not horrible. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'll show another way that you can actually do it, and that would be to show blitz, which is going to be Y and RB. You see that is going to move them closely, but I don't like having the safeties that close because let's say they just run a simple concept, generally speaking, and I'll be using, you're usually in the middle of the field. So generally if they do that, you can get burnt down the field depending on the speed. Now, situationally, maybe we have the better player here, but it is risky to do that. So what I would do usually is press, pinch the D-line, slant inside, and then what I'm going to actually do is click onto both these players. You want to move them just like a step. So click on, move them a step, and then you can go ahead and show blitz, and now the safeties actually stay in position. The corners, they also move to the side left and right a little bit. If you want, you can also repress them to move them back into positioning. Now, that's not necessarily super important, but depending on the formation, it can be. Now we have those linebackers tighter, and if you, at this point, you still want to spread the linebackers, you can, like this. But we really want this middle linebacker closer because we're actually going to put him on a blitz, like this. So it's up to you if you want to spread those linebackers or not. Now, keep in mind, once you do spread the linebackers, you can't move them back into the positioning of the show blitz. So I can't move them back now. Regardless, we're just going to start out with running the default coverage. Again, you're going to use the 3-rec hook. You have the quarter flats, and we didn't adjust our zone drops anyway, so we are going to play match coverage here. And then you're just going to kind of stand here, try to get those good block sheds, which we end up getting some pretty solid sheds. I don't know why number 15 didn't blitz there. We'll take a look and kind of see why that happened. But regardless, he's going to contribute to getting some of the sheds. Hello? Maybe I forgot to put him, I think because I reset him, he didn't actually blitz. But this is with the 3-man rush. Obviously, we get some decent sheds. Some weird glitchy stuff happens. It's going to be better if we have the linebacker, but that was kind of a lot of steps. So I'm going to go through kind of the ideal way that I like to do it. So we're going to press our DBs. That's going to be Y down on the left analog stick. We are going to pinch our defensive line. We are going to slant inside. Then we're going to click onto the safeties, move them a step. Then we are going to show blitz, and then we're going to blitz Y. Simple enough. And then after that, at that point, your optional step is to spread the linebackers. Generally, I actually do think it's a better idea to do that, just because it helps defend those quick out routes, things like that. So if you want to spread the linebackers, it's deep head to the right and up on the left analog stick. Or, oh, I guess if you reset them. That's not what I wanted to do. So if you re-show blitz and then we spread, I don't know, whatever. It's okay. Maybe you have to spread them first for them to do that, but honestly in here, they're okay. So we are going to blitz him now. And let's go ahead and snap the football. And again, sometimes the sheds will get through quickly. You guys kind of know the deal with the shed defense, I would hope, at this point. Sometimes they get through, sometimes they don't. Taking a look at your coverage is going to be good just in this kind of base cover 4. We'll go over some adjustment that you can do. This guy sits in a really good spot to defend the corner route. The quarter flat's going to help defend over here. And honestly, I mean, not much doing. Deep post, that's going to be taken care of. Let's talk about a little bit of a way to get this different. And I'll probably switch to a trips look as well for you guys, but we'll go through the steps again. Click on to you. And we're all set up. So one thing that I like to do in my cover 4 is go into the wide side of the field, which is going to be the left-hand side in this case. We can play a kind of a less risky defense, and that's going to be to put X in a cloud flat. You could then set the flats to the zone drop of your liking. Usually I'll do about 10 yards if you want to play more, because the quarter flats will usually be able to match onto those things, like corner routes. And if that is something you want, you can also manually move these guys out. I guess they'll move out a little bit. Honestly, if you want to spread the linebackers before you show blitz, you don't have to show blitz by any means either. I just like moving this guy closer, which you can do anyway. So I'll probably start doing that from now on. Run defense wise, it's maybe a little bit better for that as well. But what you're going to do is put X in the cloud flat, and then you're going to put, when you actually press the DBs, that's when they move out. So that's going to be the key. Anyways, deep half left. It's not going to be up on the left analog stick. The 3-3-5 adjustments are a little bit weird. You're going to go right on the left analog stick, deep half left. And it's going to look like this. Make sure you re-blitz Y. And then you snap the ball. We get the shed. Now here again, you see the corner out is left open, so it could be good situationally, it could not. Typically, if you're in, let's go to the trips. All right, we're in trips now. So we're going to go ahead and pretty much keep everything the same. We're going to press. We're going to pinch the D-line, slant inside. Now when you press, your user moves over here. That's fine because guess what? You're using him. And then if you wanted to at this time, I would again still click onto these players. You could show blitz. And then you could press again, and that's going to move them out. This guy would typically move. I think I did click onto him. So this would be your spacing. I did click onto this player as well, so if you want, feel free to move him down. All right, so again, in this case, I would still go with a look of this. You could run this on the other side if you'd like, but this is going to be kind of a safe adjustment. And let's set up like a little dagger look. Or let's go... Let's go with kind of the X under look. I want Y on the corner route and X on the in route. So here would be kind of your setup. And let's say they run that. Boom. Again, you could move Y on the zone drops up if you'd like 20. I would probably do like a 20-yard zone drop. But that's going to be one way to do it. Another way to do it is to go with kind of a man coverage look, if you'd like. So the man coverage option would be press, pinch, and again, if we don't want to, if we can leave it at this, we can. It's just the difference is your linebackers are going to be up high. So if they do run the ball, like let's say we run the ball here, then those linebackers are in kind of a terrible position. They just get picked up instantly versus them being on the line of scrimmage. They have a chance to shed and do other things. So I do recommend showing blitz, end of the day. And again, you want to spread the linebackers and then repress your defense, and that's going to leave them in the right position. So if we want to play man coverage, how do we do that? We could man up B on B. We could also man up A on A. This gives us options. We could still put A Or we could man up A on B. Maybe we man up B on A. Just mixing it up, something like this. And then we could still leave A in his little quarter flat. We'll throw him in a curl flat. Or you can also still put him in a vert hook over here to help out. I would probably go curl flat just in case there is some kind of a drag from left to right. You don't have straight up match coverage. And then obviously you're going to watch deep with your user. If you want, we could go deep half right over here. We could man up the linebacker on him. This is going to be, hey, I don't want to get beat deep over the top. And then you're going to watch the curl flat with your user. So you can do this. And then boom, we have help over the top with X. So that's one way to do it. I'll show you another way to do it. And that's going to be, let's say we want to go with the 3-man rush, which is perfectly okay. Now, if we want to go 3-man rush, what we're going to probably do is we can get some help. So we can man up one of these players. So if we want to go with the... We could either A, just right off the bat, put him in a little hook curl. This is going to give us some help. If we still want to go with the cover 2 adjustment, we could. Like, we could still play it like this. This is going to allow us to be more aggressive on the left over here. So boom, I have a little help over here. I can be more aggressive. And again, you could set that zone drop up. But that would be one way to do it. Another way is, let's say we go with the man coverage setup. We're going to press, pinch our D-line, slant inside, touch up on these guys, pause, and we could still go with man coverage. We could then still play our defense actually like this. And so we have a deep half. We still have the quarter flat on the right. We man up both players on the right. And then obviously you're kind of watching maybe anything underneath still on the left or right. So, I mean, this would be really good coverage, I think. Everybody's manned up. Everybody's defended well. And I will show that one more time just because I think this is probably the best way to run the coverage in the video. And look, we're still getting quick sheds with 3-man rushes. Now, the matchup is probably in our favor, despite Florida State not being a great team at the moment. Sorry if you're a Florida State fan, but again, the way that we played that coverage was manning up B on B. We manned up this Y linebacker on the tight end. You could move him in a favorable position over there to the right. We put A on a deep half, and then what we did is you could still even go cover 2 adjustment on the left if you really wanted to. You're still going to have 2 high safeties. You get beat deep down the middle, but you have safety help. So you could leave it here, or we could go cover 2. I'll leave it here because I think this is the best way to run it. But, I mean, the coverage, really good. Now, 22 got bumped. He would hold on to the corner out, and nothing would be open. But anyways, that's going to do it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel down below, and peace.